What's going on, YouTube? What's going on, my people? This your OG. Hey, I'm gonna call this here video here. Is it me? Y'all gonna have to let me know in the comments. Now, we have this beautiful grandma. I'm talking about now, you know OG likes him in his age. This beautiful grandma that them failed. But this fella, he's a bad dude. I'm gonna let y'all hear. Fell for this bad dude. She come up with rigor mortis on a conjugal vision. Let me let y'all have a little bit of brief history on it, and then I'm gonna tell y'all the truth. Because the family say they want answers. I don't understand that. But we're gonna talk about it. Let me share this little bit with y'all.
Thing. And that's what hurts the most, is because we got some that's about 3 years old. They don't know, what's going on. It's hard to explain that to them.
Stephanie Brinson wore many hats. Grandmother, mom, a volunteer who gave back to her community.
It really hurt. She was a very loving person.
Without the possibility of parole, but allowed to have unsupervised family visits. And one of those visits, his wife ends up dead.
Your reporter Madison Keevy has the woman's family's plea to the prison make changes and give them answers.
Love your grandchildren more than anything. And that's what hurts the most, is because we got some that's about 3 years old. They don't know, what's going on. It's hard to explain that to them.
Stephanie Brinson wore many hats. Grandmother, mom, a volunteer who gave back to her community.
It really hurt. She was a very loving person to a fault. She didn't care what your past was. She saw the good in everybody.
Stephanie died during an overnight family visit at Mule Creek State Prison. She was there visiting her husband, David Brinson, sentenced to 4 consecutive life terms without the possibility of parole for killing 4 men in a Los Angeles robbery in 1994.
She liked this guy and she trusted him, and, unfortunately, it was her demise.
According to the Amador County Sheriff's and CDCR, at some point in the middle of the night during their November visit, Brinson called the prison staff to say Stephanie passed out. 2 weeks later, her family was told something seemed suspicious about the case.
Kind of suspicious.
Okay, it could just be me. Y'all let me know in the comments if I'm wrong. I'm trying to feel like, what kind of answer do the children want from the prison? They told your mama and grandmama everything she needed to know about this fella. They told him what he did, who he did it to, how he did it, exactly what date and time he did it. And they even told you why they figured he did it. And first and foremost, my condolences does go out to the son. And I'm thinking that was the daughter, either the granddaughter. I mean this, because I know it's a void. I am a grandparent too, and I try and be as active as much as possible in their lives, to where all my grandchildren know who I am. So, I feel their presence lost for them. And I might add, and it's not to be lewd or anything, if I bumped into grandma out here in these streets, and I was on one of my grown and sexy moves with the right clothing and cologne, I stepped to her. She was gorgeous. I'd ask for her. They need to be asking themselves, is it me? Is it me? Because I feel like they need to be asking themselves, what was really going on with mama? What was really going on with grandmama? Real talk now. That's just the way I see it. Straight from the rip. Y'all let me know. Like I say now, it could just be me and my OG rationale, or it could be from too much of a male perspective or a masculine perspective, because I'm like, they don't have no answers for y'all. She had probably been going having these conjugal visits with this cat. She married this cat. He did what he do. He went in. They caught him for 4 and convicted him of 4. Y'all feel me? Come on now. They caught him committing 4. They need to been asking, that's just me. It could just be me. But I really do. Y'all let me know in the comments, you know. I think the expectations of a conversation on what went wrong and making changes, the only changes they can make is stopping conjugal visits. Because these women are not going to stop going back behind the bar, giving them convicts they cootie. That's the only changes they can make. Now, because your mom or grandma didn't turn out right, you want them to cut out conjugal visits? Y'all, stop that. Just stop. I hate this happened. Like I said, I seen the beautiful pictures and stuff of her with her grandchildren, with her children. Like I said, she was a beautiful woman. And I hate that this happened. But y'all, we got to be real with this one. You know, we got to be real with this one now. We can't perpetrate and pretend like she's not culpable in some of this madness. Y'all don't forget to hit that like button, respectfully comment, and subscribe. I'm your OG. I'm just saying. I'm out.